Okay, so look at here. I have a file. I have some file. Okay, so that is like a yes file one. There is a lot of files out there, right? RF1 or CF1, anything. Just I have a file. Very simple. I have a file. Okay, so on the file we have a permissions, right? We have a permissions are there. So what are the permissions? For example, RW, R. So here it is something like a student 17A and a CTS, for example, just for example. Okay, this is the permission set on this file. It means this is the owner. Owner has a read and write permission. Group members having a read and write permissions. Others having a read permission. Now I have a user. For example, someone send a message. Screen not visible. Now is it visible? Okay. So for example, I have a user. For example, I have a username is okay. You have to verify the group kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. We have to verify in the group. So last time we discussed CTS group also. Yeah, HYD group is there. So I will change my little bit kind of stuff. So again. Again, I'm right. Guys, look at here. We need a little bit big one. So then it is look is good. RW or no permissions. Think like this. Okay. Think like this. Next one is user is student 17A. User is student 17A and group is HYD. Group is HYD and something file called a CF11. So something file called a CF11 or any file. Now user having a read and write permissions, group having read permissions, others don't have no permissions. Now I have a user. For example, Pragati. So Pragati is not a member of Hyderabad, not a user, and is other. Pragati simply say it is now, as per current condition, it is other user. Okay, but I want to give Pragati read and write permissions to Pragati. Okay, you can take Pragati, Manisha, or anyone, any user you can create, Rishikesh or anything, we can take it. So I have a user. I want to give read write permissions on this file. Understand? Normally by default, this is a user, this is a group. The user student 17A is getting read and write. HYD permissions, HYD group members getting read permissions, others no permissions. I got another user. This user want to read and write on this file. What to do? Tell me the ways. Change of owner is okay, right? Change of owner or a user to Pragati. To Pragati, right? But problem is, again, I want to add permissions, not changing user. I don't want to change. Both should be accessible. Student 17A should be accessible to the file. Okay, and pragati also should accessible to the file. Then problem, so you can't change it. Okay, tell me other solution. So first one I told. Okay, student 17A and pragati both should be accessible. So I can't change the owner. So tell me another solution. Add user.
Pragati should add to HYD group, and we have
Very
to
good.
change HYD group permissions to read and write.
Very good. Add pragati to HYD group. Very good. And give group permissions. Group permissions is read and write. And those who are in this group also will get access. Problem is this is good, but problem is Hyderabad. If not only a Pragati, any user can be in the Hyderabad HYD. Okay, so maybe Manisha is also there. Maybe Hina is there. Maybe Rishikesh is there. Maybe Sudhir is there in a HYD group. In a HYD group. What to do? I don't want others to access. Other means other group members of Hyderabad should not access. Only Pragati will get a read and write permission. Okay. So in that cases, this also don't work. So we can add user to the group and we give the permission to the group. But problem is other group members also can able to accessible. So you have to make sure only Pragati is a group member. So there is no other group members are there. Okay. So this solution is also won't work here. Next, third one. Pragati is other. So give the permission to other read and write. It is very dangerous because it is violating all rules. If you give other read and write means everybody can able to read and write. Any user can able to read and write. We can't able to do it. Okay. Next. ACL. You know, if you remember NTFS security. Okay. This is ACL part, not NTFS security, but it is like NTFS security only. In NTFS, what we done, we add user, right? In security tab, we add user and we given read, write permissions, right? This user can able to read and as well as a write. A read allow, write to deny. Like that we have done, but this is ACL part. We add a user and we tell read and write using two important commands, set facl, ACL. Okay. Second command is get facl. So how to implement? You look at, of course, we need a root for this one. Look at, I'm going to create a file with the student account. So first of all, we use cat double greater. First of all, ls space hyphen c11 is there. It is already there with the Pragati Hyderabad. Oh, sorry. So I have to change something here. Okay. 1 2 is there. Okay. 1 2 is not there. So we'll change it to 2. An example. So I'm going to create. Where am I? Here it is. Okay. So touch cf12, or you can use cat also. With some text we will put it. This is cf12 file by student 17A. Control D. ls space hyphen l cf12. So this is the permission. User is getting a read and write. Group is getting only read. Others are not getting. As per my this example, group is different. Group is different. Okay. So otherwise you can change the group also. How to change the group? Which group?
Yeah.
I'm changing group. Yeah. I changed my group. I'm sudo here, so that's why I can able to do it. So for this one, what I done, I created a file. Okay, I created a file, and of course I'm a sudo here, so I changed my group. Otherwise, I have to go to root and change the group. So instead of that one, I done this. If you don't change this, also no problem, because our exercise is just give additional permission to a regular user. So that is exercise, not this one. You can keep it like this also, no problem. Okay, no problem. Only thing is we are adding a user to give access permission. That's only thing is. So which one is there here? It is Manisha is there. So we'll see. So as our plan, Pragati, right? So get FACL CF12. First of all, look at this. Get FACL. Read the output. Get FACL. What is get FACL? File name, owner, group, user. Who is user? Is getting read and write permission by default. Group read permissions. So that is a get FACL. Next, to change it, we need a set FACL. Set FACL. I never done with normal user. We'll try. -m means modify. To whom I want to do it? For a user. Which permissions you want it? RW. On which file you want it? Like this. Yeah, without any throwing any error, it is showing. Now, can you see this? It is an output. Try to read any file with getfacl. You will know what are the permissions on it. Look at here. Get FACL, set FACL. -m means modify or add. U means user, username, RW read and write. So I given user, Pragati can able to read and write like this. Multiple users you can able to add it. Multiple groups also you can add it. For group G, want to do that one also you can do it. Set FACL -m group, for example B17 or CTS group F12. No. Read write permissions for this group members like this. Now group also you can able to see it. Get FACL, set FACL. How to remove? Instead of M, put a X. This is for adding group. Instead of M, you have to give X for removing this thing. Okay, for removing. But we want to test it, right? So group members of CTS getting read and write. Pragati is getting read and write. So now it is Manisha, who am I? Yeah, by default Manisha only. Switch to Pragati. Yeah, Pragati is there. cd/temp. Now ls space -l cf12. Okay, this is permission. So one more we forget here, that is ls space -l cf1. You can see there is a plus symbol, you can see easily. Okay. Plus symbol. You get the plus symbol. Meaning is additional access is there. Plus, not only this user, plus user is there. Okay, plus access is there. Normally dot is there. Okay, now it is showing a plus. Plus, meaning is there is a set of ACL. ACL is there. Meaning is ACL is there. I switch to Pragati here and I check there is a permission. I have permission, right? So on this CF12, so read write permission for group members. Pragati is not a member of that group. Check it ID. It belongs to B17, not a that group. Okay, so we are giving a group permission. That's it is showing like this. Okay, so we try once again. So just try to access cat cf12. We can read the file. We can add something to the file cf12. Okay, this is Pragati. As ACL to cf12 file something control D. Now you can see check, you can able to access. So I'm in Manisha, so then I went to the Pragati. Okay, so why I'm leaving like that? No, not required everything. Just I can put a comments only. I don't need to put a user kind of stuff, but you must understand what it is also. Okay, so you can observe the plus symbol. So I went to Pragati. Pragati can able to get a read and write permission, of course, from user perspective and group perspective. And also you can try, you can see getfacl, facl and the particular file. It is Pragati having a read and write. CTS group having read and write. CTS group having read and write permission. Pragati having a read and write permission. How to remove these permissions? Also we see set facl -x user cf12. Now I removed user permission. Check it. Getfacl. Now user is removed. And also check the symbol is there because still group is there. Minus and plus is also there. So I remove the permission and try to read. Permission denied. For reading only, permission denied. For writing, no, you no need to worry about it. Permission denied. Okay. So this is removing permissions. Okay. So giving access, then remove the permissions like Nothing is changed, so nothing is, I didn't change anything. I just remove this additional permissions to Pragati user. Auto remove for the group permission. So one second. So check it with user. Okay. So obviously permission denied. Now you can remove the group. How to remove the group? You can try with any group members also. So exit ID. Manisha primary group is B17, secondary group is CTS group is there. CTS group is there. So she can try. So ls space -l cf12 group RW, but not all the group. It is you have to get facl facl cf12. So normally HYD group having a read permission, but CTS group having a read and write permission. So Manisha is in the CTS group, but it is secondary group, but still group is group. CTS group members is getting read and write permissions. So cat cf12. Yes, and also add something to it. You can use VA editor also. This is Manisha add line to cf12 with CTS group ACL. Whatever it is now. Now we can able to add it. Okay. So of course. So I came to Manisha and then so as per the group membership also I can able to access. So I given access to group additionally. So two groups are there, is HYD group and as well as CTS group. HYD group as well as CTS group. Both are there. Okay. On directly it is showing HYD group. Okay. HYD group. Now it is CTS group. So Manish is a member of CTS group. So through group is getting read and write. If I remove this group permission, how to remove the group permission? Set facl -x g, which group it is? CTS. That is enough. On file. The plus mark is not removed, but you can go to getfacl. The group is removed as earlier, like it is showing earlier group. Now it is not showing. I removed my group permission using X command. I'm not covering the syntax manner. Okay, I'm not covering with like a syntax kind of stuff. I'm not going with that one. Just I'm putting command understand. Now you are not having any permission. Like Manisha is trying to access denied. Add something to file, access denied. Okay, Manisha cannot able to access because of no longer group membership. Can't able to access. Why? Because of the group don't have any access permissions. And also you can see W is gone. Earlier W is there. See, now W is gone. Plus is not gone, so plus may be gone later. We'll see that. So the guys, this is a getfacl, setfacl. Getfacl to know what is the setfacl. Setfacl for setting. -m. M represent modify or adding. You want to add a user, your username, your permission, RWX, whatever it is, and your file name or a directory name. Okay. So this is for add user ACL. Okay. Set facl -l. G means group. Then you have to give group name. Then you have to give read and write, execute whatever the permission you want to give on the file or a directory name. This is adding group. So ACL means access control. Additional permissions we are giving, right? To remove it, facl -x. If it is a user, you can add multiple users also. File or directory name. Just for our understanding only, I'm writing like this. Remove user ACL. Set facl -x g your group name and file name or directory name. Remove group related information on it. Okay, so to check it, getfacl. This is the things. That's it, guys. Understand or not? Getfacl, setfacl. So afternoon, we'll see process management, job controlling, disk management. Okay, so we'll see how much we can able to do. That's 1:30. That's why. Stop recording this one.